Hello. So it looks like I actually have a buy for this round. So I'm just going to talk about this new preview card, and I might play a little bit of my deck against the AI. And then I'll probably just take a break and come back for the third round when that starts. But in the meantime, we have a new preview here for you. It's Keeper of the Vigil. Keeper of the Vigil is a free good champion, and has a very unique ability. At the end of your turn, all of your champions get prepared, including this one. So what that means is if they use an expendability or if they attacked, then they on your opponent's turn they can use their expendability again, or they can block. And if you give it Blitz, then Keep the Vigil can basically gain you 2 health right away, and then potentially gain you another 2 health on your opponent's turn, because it will prepare itself when it prepares all of your champions. And you can kind of play this also even without the loyalty too. You can play this as a trick. If you attack with the champion and then maybe you pass, maybe your gold's already spent, your opponent spends their golds, and then you can play this before your turn ends, and your champion that you attacked with earlier in the turn will also prepare and can block your opponent on your next turn. Alright. So what I think I'll do is I'll just leave this up for a little bit so I can find a deck here. I'm probably just going to play the same one that I was messing around with last time, which is a good and sage deck that relies on a couple of blitz champions. It's all about getting your opponent set up for a punish. Probably play one game against AI here, and then I'm going to hop back over. We'll wait until the next round, and then we'll be back for the third round of the Dark Draft Community Challenge. Alright. I think I've been playing this mostly against the burn deck here. So I think what we'll do instead is we'll try this out against human tokens. Generally, certain decks like Good especially struggles with dealing with small champions. So sometimes you always just want to test against tokens so you can see if tokens is something that you have a hard time with, and you can tweak your deck by putting in things like Flashfire or Force Mage Apprentice, or even some one-cost cards like Quell and Helion can help you deal with small champions. I'm just going to keep this Misguide Herald and this Noble Unicorn. I don't have a draw 2 in this hand, but turn 1 Misguide into a turn 2 Noble Unicorn is probably fine for this deck. There's a lot of card draw in it. I think we're just going to leave with this Juggernaut instead while we have loyalty. And it also draws us a card, so it gives us a chance to find another draw 2. We're going to go ahead and reveal both the Keeper of Secrets, because that way my opponent can only play around 1 card, as opposed to me revealing the Keeper and the Misguide. Looks like I'm going to get banished here, but I still draw a card, because Inherent's the Meek has that drawback. And we could keep splitting this Keeper of Secrets in, but I think we want to save it for the value. I need to turn my sound effects down. Alright. Attack for 4. So here I could either play the Noble Unicorn and Angel of the Gate, or I could just take 4. I don't think it's actually crazy to take 4 here, but the Angel of the Gate's it's pretty nice if you can use this to take down a champion and also keep the body, and it's much safer than using their Noble Unicorn, which I think we always want to try and get value out of. Alright, we're going to lose it to a Brave Squire here. A little unfortunate because our opponent didn't spend their gold there, but they're really getting low on cards, so if they start spending their golds to Oh, you know what? I think I know what that is. Give me 1 second. Alright. Yeah, I was just testing on a different mic, and it's actually been picking up a lot. But that cannot always be a good thing. Have the AC going. Alright. So we're just going to start our turn. Unfortunately, we lost our champion there, but like I said, not the end of the world. See if we can find something with this. Honestly, Misguided Herald's probably better than just hoping for the best with Avenging Angel. So go ahead and dig again. Now here, I think I'm going to go with the Gold Dragon, mostly because the Thought Blocker is kind of weak. And we'll just go ahead and attack. I mean, we could choose not to, but against a good heavy deck, there's not a lot of plays they could do that would punish us for attacking here. They can't just play a massive Airborne Champion unless they have maybe like a surprise attack into Thunderous or Silver Dragon. So if you don't have a gold play to make, which is a good sign. Fate of Pegasus is pretty weak here since we have some Airborne Champions that can just block. And of course, if your opponent passes with their gold up, you almost always just want to start your turn. Just going to turn this off. Alright. And if we end up trading with Faithful Pegasus, that's fine. I'm going to double block here, which is a little odd. The question is, I think we want to take down the Courageous Soul over the Faithful Pegasus. It is good if we wanted to buff that a little bit. Just unlikely that we're going to do that. Alright, so it's our turn. And we haven't spent our gold yet, neither has our opponent, but we don't really have a good play to make. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and send in this Warrior Golem. I'm going to reveal the same two. No, honestly, probably just pass. A pretty big lead here. No problem taking two. Alright, looks like it'll be our turn again. Go ahead and start with the Warrior Golem. So if they have a desperate play to make, then we'll get to recycle right away. So we're going to try and trade that in, which is fine. Alright, we are going to probably just keep the Angel of the Gate in case we get the Return Good Champions to play card. Recycle the other two. We'll just continue swinging here. Illusion to make to draw two. Okay, for an answer. Maybe like a Watcher Gargoyle like this, just something to put in the way. We're just going to try and go for it here. Frantic digging, searching for another answer. Click through that. And then we have these Keeper of Secrets. So we're just going to go ahead and try and get these in. See if we can just win. So far so good. Alright. We did it. Honestly, I'd say that we did pretty ridiculously good. I think overall this deck is good at racing because it has multiple Righteous Blitz champions. So we have Avenging Angel as a 3 of, we have Angel of the Gate as a 3 of, and we have Gold Dragon as a 2 of. And so what that means is we have a lot of health gain attached to champions. We also have Royal Escort here as a 3 of, which is kind of similar in that it generates health over time. And Priestess Evangeline as a 3 of, which also generates health over time. So if our opponent is just ignoring our champions and trying to kill us, then we're just going to out-heal their damage through our health gaining champions. So we can't really be raced. They have to actually deal with our stuff. Or they have to assemble such a large board that they're just doing massive amounts of damage every turn, 20 or 30. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and stop for now. We'll wait until the next round of the tournament happens, and it looks like it'll probably be about 15 minutes. Sometimes it's a little bit longer, sometimes it's like 20. I mean, usually it's more like 30 minutes, but it's been a little bit since it started. So yeah, we'll be back after when the next round starts. So go ahead and leave up this preview here in case anybody else wants to take a look at it. And we're back. Alright. Welcome back. We have our game. We're up against Geico Killer. I think that's how you pronounce that. First pick, first pack. I think I'm leaning towards the ceasefire here. I think this card's very good, but actually I don't pick it very often. Often end up just picking something else. But it's a draw 2 and it has a powerful effect. So we're going to go ahead and pick this up. No color requirement. Don't want to go into wild right away. You can take this white knight here. Again, I'm going to take this white knight and it's Justice Prevails. Justice Prevails has been very good for me in Limited, but we'll see how it does this game. And right now we have 3 good cards, so it could go ahead and be good if we get like a Noble Unicorn or an Angel of Mercy type of card. Alright, this pack, I think I want to take the Javelin Thrower just because it lets you remove something and get some advantage out of it. So we'll go ahead and take that. And then this pack, I think it's going to be Rax's Curse and Lash. Rax's Curse, the same reason, and then Lash is just a great card in a lot of decks because it gives you that 0 cost breakthrough. So it means that you can kind of give your big champions some kind of evasion or way to get through if they get blocked. Alright. We are going to go ahead and try and play good here. We'll pick up this Imperial Commander, I think. Alright, we've got some Sage cards here, but we could take Erratic Research Reap, and so, just fine. Sure. We don't have any other Sage cards, so it's a little hard to go into Steel Golem at this point. I actually like Knight of Glory a lot, but I think I'm going to take Warrior Golem here. If we have more token cards, I'd be really excited about Drinker of Blood. Or maybe a Flashfire or a Wither. But it's hard to go wrong with that. Go ahead and pick up this draw 2 that gains us health, and it's in our color. And then we have Frantic Digging. I've always been happy to have Frantic Digging in a deck because it helps you get to your loyalties. But Frantic Digging also has a lot of synergy with Warrior Golem, which we just picked up. Because Frantic Digging discards a card, and Warrior Golem says when it goes to your discard pile, you get to recycle. So if you get both of those together, we get to draw 3 cards for 0. Pretty nice. Alright, this pack is interesting. We actually already have discard pile banishment, so we don't need Keeper of Secrets here. Kind of want to take the final task, but we don't have great targets for it. I'm going to take it anyway. Just one of my favorite cards. I'm going to pick up this Brand here. It's a really good card if you have a lot of ways to give loyalty to. Just because oftentimes you can win a fight or trade. I'll grab this Chronicler. Just because I'm not super excited. I personally find Siren Song to be a bit difficult to use. And we have plenty of card draw right now. We're going to grab this Lightning Strike, unfortunately. I think the Winter Fairy is also a good pick here, but Lightning Strike's just too good to pass up. Just nice removal, especially in good decks that tend to struggle with dealing with small and medium-sized champions. The removal just tends to be all or nothing. Alright. We already have a discard pile banishment for the entire discard pile, so we don't need Sequester. Let's grab this Lay Claim here as a board clear. I think it'll be our first one. Honestly, making 4 humans and drawing a card is pretty nice with things like Imperial Commander or Justice Prevails. Alright, now this is an interesting pack here. I think it's going to be Inherence the Meek. I think we're going to try and make something that's a bit more tokeny. We have a couple of token cards right now, so maybe it'll work out. Could go all in and grab this Insurgency here. I think we have enough Sage cards that Veladin will be pretty good. Let's go ahead and give it a go. See what we can do. We're going to take actually Spike Trap here. Once again, good for dealing with medium-sized champions. It's not like we really need Avenging Angel or Angel of Light. We have 3 1-cost cards that are Sage, so honestly Sonic Assault's looking pretty reasonable. We'll grab another board clear here with Endbrilliant Ritualist. We're going to take the Sonic Assault. I love cards that I can use to continually generate value in token decks, since you often end up in situations where you just have so much in play, you don't want to put anything else on the board. Grab this Vanishing here. Wish I could take a Necrolord, but I don't really have enough cards for it. I think it's going to be Little Devil and the Smash and Burn. We'll try and play more of a tempo game. See if we can force the opponent to act. In that case, I think what we want is probably some kind of more Punishers. Just more one-cost champions in general. We don't have that many. We have 3. So we're going to grab this Noble Unicorn here. It's really good in the deck, in heavy good decks, but also it's a one-cost champion, which is what we're looking for. Alright, I think we're going to grab a Secret Legion and his Plague. Sweet. Yeah. Alright. So we have kind of a tokeny deck going on. I think we could definitely pull some things out. So right here, this hand, if I wanted to, I could Secret Legion Revolt, swing for 21. Doesn't seem bad at all. I'm going to hide this Revolt and play the White Knight. Go ahead and make it so our opponent doesn't know that we can just spring a bunch of damage. And we're not going to attack with this, we're going to pass. So this way, if our opponent has like a Lurking Giant, or we even saw a Master Zoe that we passed, they don't play it here and get to eat our champion for free. And erase it. So even if I attacked, I would still get erased. Alright, here's where the Sonic Assault will come in handy, likely. We did pick up a Flash Fire, which is also good because it means our opponent can't have Flash Fire. They could have Wither. So it's GK's turn. Keeper Secrets. That's it. Alright, we're starting our turn. Go ahead and just reveal the same 2 again. Pass the turn. Play a Stalking Werewolf. Alright. Let's go ahead and trade these 2 in. So it's honestly not great for us. Our turn gold was lost to our opponent's off turn gold, but it's still good to make this trade now. Fumble my champion. It turned out pretty well for them. We could do something like brand this, revolt, and that would be 5. So it would be 4 plus 5. Could brand plus lightning strike, maybe? If we really want to. I don't think so. What we'll probably do is, if we get attacked, we'll Secret Legion and make 6 humans, and then we'll block with 1 and lightning strike at the end of the turn. That'll probably be our play. Nice way to efficiently use all of the damage. 5 and the 1. And it sets us up for our Revolt play next turn. Should be quite good. Alright, we're gonna block with 1. Let that happen. It'll have 1 damage on it, so lightning strike deals 5. We can play this much later in the turn, potentially. Take 2 if this Keeper of Secrets comes in, but honestly I think the play, it would probably be to banish our knight, our white knight. Especially if they have like a Great Horned Lizard. Uh-oh. So I could block this with like 4 and then revolt to kill it. But honestly, I don't think that's worth it. I'm just going to take the 10 here. So we're going to go ahead and start our turn. We'll attack with a human token. See what their opponent wants to do. Hopefully they block with their Keeper of Secrets, in which case we can revolt for some shenanigans. Oh, I forgot to whatever. I forgot to Lightning Strike. We'll just plan to inherit the Meek this turn. All part of the plan. Completely part of the plan. See if they let us get in for 15 here. That would bring them down to 12. If all of our humans connect. It's pretty low. Sure, that seems fine to me. They did in fact banish our champion. So they're at 15. Let's just go ahead and banish both of their champions. See if they've got another ambush champion to play. So just drawing 2. Strafing Dragon, indeed. Probably hitting us. Alright, they're trying to be pretty aggressive. They've got 7 in hand. We've got 6 coming at us. So if the 6 hits us, we're at 9. We're not dead to the Flyers of Rebellion, but we're getting close. Definitely something to keep in mind. We have 5 health gain in hand, and we've got some other health gain in our deck. This is not over, but it is definitely worth noting. We are getting close to death. I'm not going to block this. See if our opponent plays some kind of buff. English Demon, that's not good for us. So we could final task our White Knight back, and then, oh, we don't have White Knight anymore. Got banished. Alright, we could draw 2 and then brand to block. Try and get the health gain. I think that's the play. That 6 hits us, we're at 8. So we're actually still not dead to Fires of Rebellion. Go ahead and lightning strike this after combat. I think the play is actually going to be play Noble Unicorn here. Let them Entangling Vines. When they attack with Entangling Vines, they'll play Insurgency and block with all 4. Alright. It's going like a game. So here I think they'll play Entangling Vines probably, and they just expend the Null Unicorn. They seem like they'll probably be too greedy to just Fires of Rebellion this and draw a card. Just fine with me. I'm going to go ahead and play this this Javelin Thrower probably right now. Just to get an extra blocker out there in case it's needed. It kind of lets them, if they choose, be very aggressive by playing a wild card to expend this Javelin Thrower, but I think they should. Once this hits us, we could still die to Flame Strike. So Flame Strike, we're just dead. Or like a Flame Spike or a Fireball. I think those three would kill us. Arm. Well, that might do it. What could we do? I don't think there's anything that we can do. I think we're dead. We're going to go ahead and draw 3 here just in case. That's game. Alright. Good game. Geico Killer. We're about to be hit with Fires of Rebellion for 7. Alright. That's going to end it. That's the end of our Monday tournament, and we'll be doing another one next Monday, so feel free to join just by clicking this tournament button, and then we have all of them. So I think the next one here is this one. I'll just register right now. Alright, but that's going to be the end of the stream, so hope you have some epic games, and I'll see you next week.